Good morning and welcome to another daily vlog. It's me, your girl, Crystal. What it do? What's up? How's your day going? Hope it's going super, super well. Ow, fuck, that itches. My foot itched. But anyway, I'm doing well, but I'm also a little chaotic. Because I didn't do my morning routine. Because yesterday, if you saw yesterday's vlog, I was up until midnight editing a video. I came home around, como se dice? I came home around 10 o'clock and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna edit a video. And I knew I was gonna be up late and I knew that that shouldn't have been a thing that I did, but I wanted to get ahead of editing the footage that I've had, like so much footage of different days, that I wanted to do that. Didn't wake up early. I mean, I woke up early. You know what the first thing I did? Looked at the sunrise. And I was like, And I grabbed my phone. Also, yesterday before going to bed, I was about ready to to fall asleep with my phone in my bed, which I don't do. I usually put my phone to charge away from my bed and call it a day. So I called myself doing that, took my phone away, put it to charge away from my phone, but I woke up and went straight to my phone. So on top of like getting to bed later and not getting like my full like 8 hours of sleep, girl has been scrolling through nonsense for so long. And I've wasted so much time. I'm kind of upset about that. Also, I'm like very dehydrated, bro. Like there's a lot happening right now. So I'm dehydrated and I need to hydrate quickly. So what I'm going to do is have a mason jar of water, some chlorophyll, and lemon. Sometimes I think I've lost weight and I can see a difference. Other days I feel like my body's just going through doing whatever it wants to do. It's just really crazy how my body's good, it's good. I'm in my routine, and then like any deviation that like exudes more energy than anything else, the next day I don't have it. And I also don't have the energy to expend more energy when I don't have it. Trail mix and 2 bananas that are going awry. I do not usually eat bananas in this state. Dang it, this is why. I don't like it, it's too sweet. Let's move up. These though, I can for sure eat. I'm feeling still a little overwhelmed, like a lot of overwhelmed. You know what's annoying about feeling overwhelmed right now in this moment? I feel like I look really cute. Like I feel like I look hella cute and I can't enjoy it because I'm overwhelmed. And that don't even make no damn sense, but like, it kind of does though. It's kind of like when there's just so much shit happening in your life and you're like, oh, my life sucks, but essentially if you like just take a step back and you look at your life, it's what you feel chaotic and there's only a small portion and there's so much more going around you. Like, I know it's dumb comparing my chaotic self to feeling pretty, but that's pretty much, I think, the premise of gratitude. Like, be grateful for what you have and not grateful for what you don't have. What I have and what I'm grateful of having is the privilege of having time. I feel chaotic because I woke up with a million to-dos in my head that I want to do, but I have priorities like work to do first. But I'm like, if I can just like not work and like get paid to like do my passion, it'd be great. And that's what I want, but I'm not there yet. And then that's why I feel annoyed. I'm like, I really do have to like, where did this pencil go? That's just like my annoying part. I want to do so much, but like, it has to be like this big chunk of time of work and then my stuff. And it's just, there was this quote that I saw in this video, which the video being a TikTok, leave me alone, TikTok is inspirational, do not come for me. And I think it was a monk, somebody philosophical, and they were just like, you want to know peace? Stop resisting what you cannot control. To be aware of your restrictions is peaceful, because it's not a delusional sense of peace where you have all these restrictions, you have all these rules in this world, and you're just trying to go above and beyond them. No, work within the confines of rules. Work within the system that there is, but don't compromise where you don't have to compromise, basically. Also, like, while I was like sitting down and like eating my breakfast, I'm craving, first of all, random thought, I was like, I want to make a chocolate cake, right? And then an hour later, I was like, this This cleanser is like doing the Lord's work right now. And then later I was like, you know, I really want Wendy's. I really want like a really nice juicy burger and fries. And then I had to catch myself because I noticed I start to overeat / eat unhealthy when I'm feeling the most chaotic, when I'm feeling like out of control. And then I realized recently that that's a sensory thing. It's like neurotrauma is a sensory thing. It's like feeling comfort in eating. And the chicken and kale salad is not going to feel that comfort of eating, which sucks because it kind of needs to. But then I also learned when I was little, I was a big baby. First of all, I came out a big baby. And I never asked my mom this, but I'm going to ask her, was she an emotional eater when she was with me? But I came out, and a lot of the time my mom would give me, I think, 4 ounces or maybe 8 ounces. Whatever the normal amount for a baby was, she was giving me double that. And I'd ask her, why would you do that? And she said, because you just kept crying. You just kept crying and nothing would soothe you other than a bottle in your mouth. And I'm like, okay, here we go. I already started to cry. I think I'm getting my period. I have to. That was really just very easily crying. Very easy tears. But whew. And I'm sitting there and like thinking about all the problems that I have had with my weight, my relationship with food, and how I deal with chaotic shit, and the food problems, the eating disorder that I had in high school. And I'm like, it's a comfort thing. It's a way to control things. And it started when I was little. And then it kind of felt like I didn't even have a chance. Like it feels like I didn't even have a chance or a choice in the matter. The comfort that I felt when the food was going in my mouth, I really don't think that what was the right way to comfort me, but it's what worked. And nobody wants to hear a baby cry, but I had to have or needed something other than food. But I just felt like I didn't even have a chance. Like out the womb, it was just, here's food to soothe you. And it's just been such like a fucking crazy ride. But anyway, as I'm sitting there and like thinking about like, oh yeah, I'm like craving this, that, and the third. I really want a cake and I really want this and that. I like have to stop myself because yeah, I kind of justified it a little bit. Like I was like, well, you know, I have been eating well and I have been cooking for myself, and even yesterday when I went out bowling, I ate before I went because we had food at home and I wanted to stay like with like healthy choices, and I also just didn't want to spend money because I literally have food at home. So I did get drinks anyway. And so I tried justifying the fact that I wanted to make a cake and like wanted to have a burger or whatever. And just like before I even got on camera, I was like, I can't justify that. I can't justify it. It's not like being hard on yourself. It's not a craving. It's not a craving. If it was a craving, I would feel it craving, but it's a comfort thing. And I know it's a comfort thing because right before that thought of I want a burger or I want to make a cake, and the fact that I can make a cake and no one can stop me, it came right after I was thinking of all the things that I had to do, and I got physically and like energetically overwhelmed. So I know it's not like a craving, right? Because cravings usually come to me when I'm like just chilling in a sense of peace. I'm like, you know what I can go for? My taste can go for like a taco. That's like when I have a craving. But when that thought of food comes right after a feeling of discomfort and chaos and just out of control, that's how I know it's coming from a sense of just needing to soothe with food. And so what do I do about that? What do I do about that? I can compromise. Because here's the thing, if I were to make a cake, I tell you this right the fuck now, I'd eat like half that cake. If I were to get like Wendy's, because I'm craving a Baconator, I want a Baconator, I would literally get, my order would be like a Baconator with medium fries, a Diet Coke. I would get chicken nuggets and a cookie. Like that's what I would get from Wendy's. And I had like certain different orders from like different places. But when I used to live in my old apartment, that's usually like my comfort meal, and that's a lot of food. But I would just down it or whatever. Oh, and a chicken sandwich. Yeah, it was a lot. And so I'm just like, well, I still kind of want a burger. I'm like, well, how about we just eat the chicken and kale and see what happens. But I know for a fact that every bite of that I take, I would be like, is that a burger? And in addition to that, I don't want to overly control myself and tell myself what's bad or what's good. I think it's a really, really, really good thing that I have this awareness when it comes to my eating habits, right? The the whole reason to learn about yourself and unlearn and reprogram certain things is not to stop them from happening. It's to bring awareness to them happening and then find a solution that doesn't involve destroying yourself and judging yourself too much. So I think the first thing that I need to do is maybe eat a sustainable meal and then make a to-do list and organize my thoughts to not feel overwhelmed. And if I still want that food, I think I'm going to have to just have a little bit more control and discipline and still get a burger if I want to, but not a burger, fries, chicken nuggets, and like a chicken sandwich with cookies. Like that's a lot, right? Maybe I'll get like a small burger and fry, but no soda, like something like that. Because it's like a balance. It's a compromise, but it's also taking the necessary steps to like be aware of, hey, I have this feeling. Why do I have this feeling? Where did it stem from? How can I attack this? Like attack that core root of that problem, that issue, that feeling, and then figure out the best solution for you in this moment. I don't want to go down the road of super duper controlling myself, and I don't want to go down the road of super duper letting myself go and let me do whatever I want in the name of freedom. I knew for a long time that I would have to kind of revisit. I've been revisiting the period of my life where I had an eating disorder, and then I've always thought back to my mom telling me about how she would feed me and my emotional distress right before she would feed me. Okay, I'm gonna cry again. Cause that's a lot. That's a lot to, I just wanna know why I was crying, bro. There had to be something in that environment that made me distressed and cry as a child. And nothing can soothe me other than food because the energy of the environment had to be fucked up. Because the way I am now just makes sense that this is how I was in baby form when I couldn't talk or like tell people how I felt. So of course, shoving a bottle in my mouth would work, you know? It gave me something to do while the environment around me was a little chaotic. And I feel like I'm gonna be very weepy today because that's a fucking hell of a download to have. That's a fucking hell of a realization to have that like it feels like I didn't have a chance to even have a relationship with food growing up because it was always from the very beginning used as a method of comfort. And it doesn't matter what food it was just a method of comfort. If I can be comforted by a salad, oh boy, great. But again, so it's fine. It's been a while, and off camera through the day, I decided to make burgers on my own. Also, I'm blurry. There we go. I decided to make burgers on my own, so I went down to Aldi and I got brioche buns, bacon, and they didn't have like the red meat that I usually get, but they had like a meatball and meatloaf mix. I'm gonna try that. And then I have cheese. I have cheese in the fridge. And I forgot fries. Don't ask me how I forgot fries, you know. I was going to all the pieces of making a burger, and somehow fries just slipped my mind. So, no fries. I contemplated back and forth. I'm not going back downstairs. My burgers are done. Honestly, I'm full, but I'm pretty sure I would be more disgustingly full if it was more like greasy food, so I'm not mad at my choice, to be honest. Do I still feel like the amount that I ate could have been lower? Yes, but I don't know how you save a burger, right? I could have just kept it in the meat bowl. Anyway, I am okay with every choice that I make. Or I am okay with every choice that I made today. Today was a weird vlog. It felt more out of body. I don't know, I just didn't feel grounded. I think that's just, it's just super, super duper healing important that I stay on my routine. Not that it's a saving grace, but without it, like, I think, no, not routine. I think it's just rest. If I have enough rest, I feel like so much better. And I also feel like my period is coming because the emotions today were intense, and it can't just because, like, it can't just be because I didn't get enough rest. I hope it's not. But today was a rough one, and that's okay. And besides my little messy day, messy Tuesday, I hope your day went very, 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 very well. And if you stayed to this part of the video, thank you. I am grateful for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye. Correcting it, like the rest of it wasn't like mediocre. Bye. What the?